Good morning. This is Uncle Joe scrapping. Well, we have a drill on the bench. This is a Hilti, I think that's how you pronounce it, TKT2000. It's a drywall screw gun. So, it doesn't work. The cord's in bad shape. We're going to take it apart, and let's hope there's copper motor in here and not aluminum. But either way, we're still going to take it apart and find out. Alright, so first up, let's cut this cord. Big cord. You can see it's already been... Let's just start here. We'll get the rest out later. The cord was attempted to be repaired, but it's in pretty bad shape. Yeah. You can see the coating was coming off it. Yeah, it's an older drill. This is not a newish device. So, we'll get the brass out of that. Of course, always verify, is it brass? Yep. Alright. And we will put the cord aside. Deal with him later. Alright. I have the right drill bit. I took a couple screws out to make sure that was going to work, and it does. So let's get the rest out. Just this type of, star bit, nothing fancy. So that's good. That one's already loose. I got that. And we got a couple in the head here. Uh-oh, don't do that. No, don't strip. Oh boy. That one came out nice. Always got to be the one, right? Okay. That one we may have to do a little bit different. Let me see if I have a screwdriver for that, which I should. Let's see if this one works. Yep. Are you going to work? Yeah, going to work a little bit. Very tight. Always the one screw that doesn't want to play nice. Oh, would have to be in the hard spot too, Okay, we'll work on him. Let's see if we can get this piece off. Anything else that is on there. Alright. Let's get the flathead. See if I can break the case open. Yep. Alright, that is just a piece of plastic. The outer plastic shell. That's trash. Alright, this is the strain relief. We'll get him out. Get the rest of our wire. And we will cut that. That technically can go in the wire. Yeah, it's big, but the wire is inside. I don't know if I can pull that out. Sometimes they'll pull out, the inside wire out of that strain relief. This one doesn't want to, so I'm just going to throw that whole thing in. They're going to shred it down anyway, so. Alright, let's get the switch out of here. Switches sometimes will have some, silver in them, the little contact switches. I typically don't go after these. I'll just throw the whole thing into my bit bucket. Piece of plastic. Alright, this has brushes. As you can see, we have brushes inside. That's what these are going to. So we need to get them out. But first we have to get this casing off to do this right. Get a little bit of wire out of the way. And that's going up into the motor. Some dust. Alright. Let me work on this screw in there and get this off, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright. Slow and steady wins the race. Just had to go nice and easy with that one screw, and then I got everything in pieces. Yeah, some plastic spacers that were inside the unit. They were just garbage. Now, you have in there, let's find out if that is aluminum or copper. That's the motor piece that we want. Let me see if I can get my file in there. And the answer is it's copper. I scratched it and it is a copper motor, so looks like there's one Phillips screw holding a little spacer in. I'm hoping that we take that out and it just falls out. Let's find out. Oh, big long screw. Gonna come out. It's moving just slowly. Alright, let's get the persuader and see if we can tap them out. Yep. That'll work. A little bit more. He's getting there. May have to put that on the vise to get this all the way out. We'll see. Alright, we're at the bottom. Can I pull it? No. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put that in the vise and just bang that out around the edge of the plastic here. We'll do that. Let's look at this guy. This is the head unit. These gears can technically go in as heavy steel. That's one. That one's attached to the shaft, so I don't think I can get the rest of that out. Might be able to throw that into heavy steel, because that is obviously heavy steel. Really greasy, but I don't know. I'll ask the yard. I'll take it and say, hey, can this qualify? And if it does, then hey, there's where it's going to go. Alright. We have our brushes. Put them aside. There's the carbon piece right here. And then you have what should be the brass. So what we're going to do is take the carbon out. We'll crack this off the brass piece. That should be brass. Let's make sure. Yeah, they're almost always brass. Alright, same thing on this. Just open it up. Pull that out. As you can see, there's a tiny bit of copper on the carbon. There's that spring. And you gotta be careful, because the last time I've done this on one of the videos, it went flying because I wasn't holding it properly. That time it held. Alright. So that piece on the end typically is also brass. That one's not magnetic, so we'll scratch it to make sure. And let's do the same on this one. Springs are typically magnetic, which they are, so they just go in the bit bucket. The carbon brushes, there really isn't much you can do with those. I was saving them, see if anybody had a market for those. There's no market for those, so that I know of. If anybody does, let me know. Otherwise, they're going in the bit bucket. Okay, gonna break them, cut the little bit of copper off of those. We'll get that done. This was the spacer. He looks strangely aluminum. Not magnetic. Yep, that's aluminum piece, tiny little aluminum piece. Hey, every ounce counts, we'll take it. Now this is the motor armature. It's attached in a really greasy area by that. Looks like it could be a brass bushing in there. So technically you could throw this whole thing in as a motor piece. If you wanted to try to get this copper, you can. If you can see, it's heavily lacquered in there. These pieces typically are copper as well. If I said brass, I meant copper. Nobody flame me in the comments, please. Sometimes you can get these off. They're heavily lacquered in there, so they may not come off as easy. There are videos out there people have done where they take these apart to get this copper. I, for one, do not, especially if it's heavy lacquered. It's a pain in the butt. So I typically will just let these go. I'm probably just going to throw this whole thing in as a electric motor. This piece here is aluminum. So your two options are dirty aluminum or motor. You're most likely going to get more money throwing it in as a motor. For my yard, that's the case anyway. Okay, let me bang the rest of him out, and we'll see if we can go from there. Alright, let's see if we can do this live on camera. Well, technically it's not live, but you know what I mean. Did I get it? I think I got it. I did. Yay. Alright. That's what we want. That's the copper motor piece. This, unfortunately, is garbage. Ooh, there's a little bit right there. What is that? It's got a screw on it. Okay. Can we get that? Yes, we can. I don't know what that was for. Maybe it was an oiling point. That's a possibility. Alright. A little nut that looks surprisingly aluminum. Nah, it's magnetic. Alright, into the bit bucket. Alright, let's bring you back. Ooh, the camera. Okay. That is now garbage. That's just a casing. Bang, in it goes. Alright. Let's cut the wires. Now, these are also, you can tell there's lacquer stuff on it. To get that out, there's typically, you can cut that through, or you could try to bang it through, which I have done in the past. So let's try the bang method. Let's see if I can just put you back over here quickly. And we just knock it down a little bit, break up the lacquer. It's also got this plastic shielding around it, which doesn't help with the cause. Okay. Yeah, the idea is if you can hit it and start getting some of it out like that, the rest should follow. Should. Operative word. So yeah, it will. It's going to be a little bit of a pain to get it. Don't know if I helped or hurt the cause by hitting that. Might have to try to remove some of this plastic as well. That's really in there. And that's actually, I see what's happening there. It's holding it on this side. Okay. That's going to require a little more effort. So yes, I will get that. And we will weigh that copper after I get it out. Give me a second. Actually, you know what? I don't want to do that right now, because I got other stuff I need to do. So, let's go over the quick video here. We have our nice copper motor. Junk. And let's try and get the brass. Let's see if these crack easy. Hammer, eyeglass protection, please. Okay, that cracked off pretty easy. That one did. Whoa! That's why you're wearing eyeglass protection. In case stuff goes flying. Where'd you go, dude? There you are. Yeah, this one's being a little more of a pain. Hold it and don't hit your hand, Joe. There we go. Alright. Garbage. Alright, now we'll come back. Alright. Motor. Rolling. Get our wire back. Got a good amount of nice appliance cord. You have this guy. And since we're here, let's get this. See how easy it is to get him out. Again, I typically just hold it with a pair of pliers. I'll take the wire cutters, give it a twist, and pull. Twist and pull. Sometimes it comes straight out. There we go. So there's your little bit of copper on the end, and that's a brass plug end. Flip them around. Same thing, pull, and there you go. That then is garbage. Okay. All right, let's recap here. Copper. Got to cut them. I also like to twist these so it's easier. You know, twist it in a little braid. So when you cut it, or if I give these to Aunt Lynn, my wife, to cut, she likes doing the copper, for those who don't know. She's the one that I give all the copper to bring it out. You know, that makes it easier. They don't fall into little strands, just two little pieces. Okay, so that is garbage. That's a little piece of screw. What do we have? Nice copper motor. Just have to get it out of the metal casing. The two brass plug ends, the two brass pieces that were holding the the carbon brushes, one little piece of nice aluminum, however you wish to pronounce it. That is also a brass end with a tiny piece of copper wire that was on the carbon brush. So you clean off that. You have the head. Oh, that was cool. I did not expect that to happen. All right, well, anyway, there you go. That's there. And then all the nice greasy pieces that fell all over the place are right here. Whoa, that's extremely greasy. Look at the size of that bearing. Wow. Nice bearing. Well, these were a new set of gloves. That's why you have them. And then this piece is also a motor that I could throw in. Garbage, more wire. So all in all, what you're getting isn't that bad out of one little drill. I love taking these kind of drills apart, these kind of power tools, because typically they're very easy, as you saw. You have nice pieces. Typically the older ones are aluminum motors. I will caveat that. I've had a lot of the cheapy Black & Decker from the 70s and 80s. Almost always were aluminum motors. It's probably why they burned out and broke. So yeah, but I still take them apart because I'll get it and it's a motor. So there you go. Not too bad. Nice and easy. Obviously, careful with the grease because it's going to be a lot of grease in there because they purposely over-grease it just because of, not typically taking these apart to re-grease them. And there it is. That's what we have. Uncle Joe Scrapping. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video.